Hello and welcome to another update video. In this video I want to talk about Quant. And Quant is one of the cryptocurrencies that I presented and suggested to you very much in the beginning of my YouTube channel around June, maybe even May. I talked about Quant, and at that time we really had beautiful prices. I talked about the potential of Quant, and I think it had like $65 or something. I bought back then, and my only mistake with Quant is that I didn't buy enough. I regret it deeply because I knew about the potential of Quant. I knew it, and this is also why I made that video, and I made it very clear in that video what kind of potential I see in Quant. My biggest regret really is that I didn't buy enough. Anyway, I'm happy about my gains, and I still hold all my QNT tokens or coins that I bought back then. I did buy some more. I also bought some more a couple of days ago, and I made the guys in the Telegram channel, the channel members, aware when I bought it. After that, we saw a price rise here from around 280 to 335, but I'm holding on to them. I'm dollar cost averaging into Quant. I see huge potential still. And again, this is no financial advice. You need to come to your own conclusions, but there is so much going on. It's got this overledger technology, which eventually will be capable of connecting everything together. Blockchains, Amazon, databases, everything can be connected together. And there are rumors, and as far as I've done my research, these rumors are to be taken quite seriously. I mean, no guarantee that it will play out like that, but there are rumors that Quant technology will be used by Visa. Okay, so if that is going to happen, I can only imagine where the prices will land, right? But I see Quant easily 4 digits, and we're not talking about years. I think even end of this year or at some point next year, we could get into the 4-digit range. And let's call it in 5 years, I see Quant at around $10,000. And there is not much else in the crypto space which is comparable to Quant. If you know anything, let me know. I'd be really interested to look into it. But Quant is also looking at the team. As far as I know, they are based in London and they've got a really good team. I did my research when I did the video about the Quant fundamentals in the beginning of my YouTube channel. Obviously, most of you guys won't have seen that video because you probably joined later. This was really when I had around or below 1,000 subscribers, and it is a great cryptocurrency. Anyway, let's talk about it technically. I want to do a technical analysis on it because I think, again, like many other cryptos, it is about to make a nice move hopefully to the upside, but it's certainly going to break out. It's a breakout formation. As you know, breakouts can go either way. You can't predict the breakout. You can predict the breakout, but you can't say if a breakout is going up or down. You can only say, it's more likely to go up, for example, because we're in an uptrend. And here with Quant, you can easily see we are in an uptrend. We're forming a pennant here, a triangle, which is a trend continuation pattern. I did say so many times. And we are forming a pattern which is so similar with many other cryptos. But in the recent crash, compared to where we come from, Quant has held so well. It has held so well at this high price. And whenever we had a crash with, a crash or a correction for Bitcoin, I was always looking at the Quant chart. I was hoping it would come down once more, maybe to the levels that we had around June, July, where so many other cryptos came back to, but it just didn't. So it feels a bit like a stable coin on a very high level, but no, it's not. Of course it's not. But yeah, I'm always happy when it comes below $300 these days. So anyway, let's take a look at where we are. Currently trading a triangle. We can see from that last impulsive wave to the upside, we draw the Fibonacci retracement and extension levels. So we can see that, in my view, that's a valid Fibonacci, because what we can see, we found exact support here at the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level, the golden pocket at $250. So 250, very important support level. We only touched it once. So whoever grabbed some here was extremely lucky. I didn't. Then we moved on to the next one here. The next low was at $270. And this is when I bought here a couple of days ago, and I made as I said, the Telegram group aware, $285. Yeah, that's when I got hold of some more. This was the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level, which is why I bought. We hit an important support level and I saw the first small green candle coming up, so I bought. Even had we dropped further, I'm not really, I wouldn't have been bothered because I plan to hold long term anyway. At some point I might take some profits, but I want to hold this long term and really participate in these insane gains that I think are still going to come. Yes, we make higher lows, we make lower highs, however, as well, but that's not a problem because we are in this uptrend, and this is a trend continuation pattern. And if we take a look here and zoom in, we can see that we are heading towards that apex. So that apex is currently on the 17th of October. I talked about another crypto this morning where it's on the 17th of October as well. So in the next few days or even the next week, we can expect something big. Now there's an alternative here, and the alternative is we could draw another line here, not using the wicks, but the bodies. Using the bodies, we have enough touch points to have a valid trend line as well. Based on that, we actually broke above it already. We broke above that trend line already, found some resistance here, yes, but based on that, that would indicate that we're currently retesting that trend line, and the next push could catapult us out of this orange triangle. Just want to mention that there's a chance that the market sees us that way, and then we are moving up. Where could we move up to? In my view, we've got, of course, here, first of all, we've got the 0.382 Fibonacci retracement level, $317.5 to deal with. That's the first important level. Next important level is here, which is that high at $335. So I'm going to put that onto the chart here, 335. The next one, a very important one, is the Fibonacci level again, here at 365. You know, we found some support here. You can clearly see that support and resistance. So that's a valid one. I just put it on the chart as well. It's already there in the Fibonacci, but if I take the tool out, then at least I know where it was. And then we've got some more here at 385. You know, this is where these candles here opened and closed. And I think after that, you know, this is pretty much close together anyway. It's probably like a range. Then we've got here the 393, which is when the all-time high, or 394, the all-time high when the candle closed here, and above that, yeah, this is pretty much the 425, or 428 exactly. It would be where we hit with this upper wick here, where we couldn't really get through. That's the all-time high. Now let's take a look at some extension zones, and the next extension level, if we get through the 420, so I just need to draw that, bring that a bit higher actually, that Fibonacci here, to make it more accurate, to 428. Yeah, so if we go above that, then the next extension level is 1.272. I'm fairly confident we will reach that in the not too distant future, $505. The next one is the 1.618 extension level, that's $605. So, you know, whenever you move into all-time high territory, the question is, you know, what are the resistance levels? Because you're in unknown territory, and these extension levels, if a Fibonacci is drawn the right way, they can, and this is a valid one because we identified that a lot of these Fibonacci retracement zones that we just took a look at, they actually acted as real support and resistance areas. So that makes it more valid, and that increases the chances that these levels here, the more popular ones, the 1.272, the 1.618 especially, they will be valid resistance zones. So you can expect some resistance here. That could be a time for profit taking, you know, and then wait for another retracement before you go in. But it's too early to tell, so you need to wait what's going to develop. Maybe we just rush through the $505 level to the 605, but the 500, I think if you get close to 500, don't forget that's like a psychological level as well. 500, you know, it's like 50% of 1,000, you know, you've got zeros, and that is a psychological level. I certainly expect some significant resistance here before we then can move to $605 and potentially even to that next Fibonacci extension level at $713. But that's in the more distant future. But certainly I think, you know, 428 is what we need to get above. Then 505 and 605. They are important next target levels for me. And from here, you know, from that apex now, we could really move to the upside. I would be surprised if we move down from here. But if we do, as I said, watch that level of $250. If we break that, hard to imagine. I think then we can get back down to the $200 level down here, or maybe a little bit above, you know, that 0.786 Fibonacci retracement level here at $205. Okay, and yeah, it's all looking good. That first breakout that I showed you actually happened. As I said, we're just retesting that diagonal support line now. But then we need to get through that orange one here as well. So looking at the indicators, maybe to finish the video off, on the daily we are in the bullish range. A lot of scope to the upside. That makes me extremely bullish. Yeah, a lot of scope to the upside. We're making also higher lows here on the RSI, looking good, together with the price actually. But yeah, we're above the 50 line now, closely above the 50 line. We're climbing up a little bit here, forming actually a little bit of a triangle here on the RSI. So there you go, a little bit, but it's holding steady, but it shows that we have a lot of scope to the upside. On the ADX, we are still having a short signal, but that's not a problem because, no, sorry, we don't have a short signal, we have a long signal. The green line is above the red line, but it's not that significant at the moment because we are below the 20 line. The white line is below 20, which indicates we're in a range market. You can clearly see that moving sideways at the moment, not really moving up or down in the grand scheme of things. And the MACD is about to make a bullish cross. So I could imagine when we see that bullish cross here, that could be a really catalyst and a buy signal for many people. So it's looking good. And maybe let's one last gaze here, taking a look at the hourly, how it's going there, but I doubt that we see much more. Yeah, just moving sideways, consolidating a little bit, attempted breakout here. That was what I told you about when I bought down here. We made a nice move. I didn't sell up here, it went too fast. Now we hit that support line exactly, actually retesting that, looking good at the moment. Last time that happened, yes, we did a retest as well, and then we broke down. So let's hope that doesn't happen again. But even if we don't fall far, we might just get down back again to the 285 or something, and then from there we might move up. We still would be in that orange triangle, so moving towards the apex on the 17th of October. A lot of potential in my view, only my own opinion. You know, please don't consider this to be financial advice. If you want me to cover quant in the future as well, more frequently, then let me know in the comments. Let me know if you have any quant in the comments as well. If you like the content, please subscribe. If you really like the content, please consider a channel membership with some extras for you guys, and definitely subscribe anyway. All right, hope you liked the video. If you did, please smash the like button and see you in the next video. Bye bye.